Hello, and welcome to the Hearing Services portal. In this video, you will learn how to generate a reconciliation report using your Payment Run ID. With this new report, you will be able to reconcile your claims and recoveries against your bank account statements, making for a seamless experience. This report will be available for all payment runs since the 26th of November 2019. It will also include a summary table for the total claims, total recoveries, and total paid to you. Before beginning, please ensure that you have access and a login for the portal. The reconciliation report function is limited to service provider administrators and those with service provider claims access. If you require access, please contact a service provider administrator at your business. To search for the claim, you will also need your Payment Run ID for the search and a bank statement handy for your reference when reconciling. The Payment Run ID is a unique 16-digit identifier your claims are assigned to. Your Payment Run ID can be found on your bank statement. Let's get started. To access the new reconciliation reports, first, log into the portal using your Access username and password. Next, confirm the site that you are collecting the report for. If the default showing is not the site you wish to report on, simply click the Change button. From here, enter the suburb or postcode of your desired business site. Click Find and select your site from the search results. Please note that the availability of the reconciliation report is not dependent on choosing a particular site. Before you tick the Acknowledge box, make sure you are familiar with hearing services legislation, your contract, the associated standards and rules of conduct, and the relevant terms and conditions. In this next window, click on the Claims drop-down box to reveal the Find a Claim search window. At the top of the window, you can see that the first search bar is for the Payment Run ID. Enter your Payment Run ID, then scroll to the bottom of the search window and click Find. Your search results will now load beneath the Find a Claim window. The search results include all claims that are assigned to this Payment Run ID. You are not required to click on any of the claims to generate the reconciliation report. In this next step, I will demonstrate how to download the reconciliation report and open it within your files. First, we'll scroll to the bottom of the search results. It is here that you will be able to find the reconciliation download button. Clicking on this will download your reconciliation file as a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. You will require Microsoft Excel on your computer to view this spreadsheet. Alternatively, you can view this online on Google Sheets. Once the file downloads, there are a few places you can find it, such as your web browser. I'm using Google Chrome, so I can see it pop up at the bottom of my window after the download is complete. I can also search for it in the Browser Downloads folder. Alternatively, you can find it in your computer's download files. If you are using a PC like I am, you can find it in your File Explorer, as shown here with the folder icon. Mac users will have a similar explorer called Finder. This has a blue face icon. Now you can open the file. Once it's been opened, you can now look at the spreadsheet of your reconciliation report. Each of the headings you see along here provides information on your claims, including services provided, recoveries, business details, and more. This new comprehensive report differentiates the dates of your claim submissions, services provided, claims paid, recovery claim submission, and recovery deduction. Finding the claims you want in all this data can be tricky. That is why I am going to show you how to filter using Microsoft Excel. To filter the results, head over to the data ribbon seen here and click. Now you can see there is a filter button located inside this sort and filter section on the ribbon. Click it and you will see downward facing arrows pop up next to each of the column headers. Let's pick a header here and filter the data. I'm going to filter to show only manual claims. Among the columns, you will also find information on any recovery deductions that may have been made under this payment run. This lets you know the recovery payment run ID, when the recovery was submitted, when the amount was deducted, how much was deducted, and the reason for the deduction. With all payments and recoveries in the reconciliation report, there are three scenarios that may be reported on. The first scenario is that the claim was approved and paid. This means there is a payment run ID in the column for claim payment run ID, and the column for recovery payment run ID will be blank. The second scenario is that the claim was approved and paid in this payment run but has later been recovered. This means the column for status will show as recovered, and the column for claim payment run ID will have the matching payment run ID to this report, but the column for recovery payment run ID will have a future payment run ID. The third scenario is that the claim was paid in a previous payment run but has been recovered in this payment run. The column for claim status will show up as recovered, and the column for claim payment run ID will have an earlier payment run ID, but the column for recovery payment run ID will be the payment run ID for this report. Now we will review the total claims summary table. Beneath the main dataset, you will find the payment run ID and sum totals of the amounts claimed by the service provider, the total amount recovered, and the total paid to the service provider. The total paid is the amount of total claims to be paid minus the amount recovered. As you can see here in this table, $100,000 was claimed, $20,000 was recovered. This means that the total paid to the service provider was $80,000. Your bank statement should reconcile against this amount. If there is a discrepancy between your bank statement and the reconciliation report, please follow up with Hearing Services and your bank. This has been a tutorial on generating reconciliation reports. We hope that this has been useful. If you have had any trouble with the steps in this tutorial, please contact hearing@health.gov.au, outlining which steps are causing your problems, and we will provide assistance. Thank you for watching.